These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mountain Goat. Al Hikmah talks about a future government committee to deal with the price of the dollar. Remember that if the price of the dollar is reduced, the price of the dinar increases. All right, Mark Z via PDK. Does Vietnam have to wait for Iraq to RV, or can they just go on their own? Mark Z says they could go on their own, but they would just have to go at a lower value than they would like, but still could make a substantial change whenever. All right, Sandy Ingram, Iraq ranked 30th in the world and 4th in the Arab world with central bank gold reserves. The Central Bank of Iraq has quietly been buying more gold for Iraq. The Central Bank of Iraq has moved up 10 spots on the table of countries with the most gold reserves. Iraq said in a statement that the purchase of new quantities of gold is an increase of $35. All right, Pimpy says the rumor is Iraq is thinking about going to gold standard, which would be huge. But one of the things they want to do is have to find a way to start lowering the number of dinars that are in circulation. The good news is that they're not going to replace the dinar, which is the biggest fear. What they're looking to do is reduce the amount in circulation. I have not heard how that's going to happen. A bunch of talk between people who deal with currencies. It's just rumors. The people I'm getting the information from, as credible as they are, it always makes me reluctant when there's nothing that I can use to validate what is being said. They have had a major increase in their gold reserves. That's a major, major step. If you start seeing that the Iraqi government is indeed doing whatever it takes to reduce the amount of Iraqi dinars in circulation, then you know that the rumor is true, that they are heading in the direction in which they want a gold-backed currency. Frank 26 article, quote, the Central Bank of Iraq, the exchange rate cannot be changed, and this is the size of the gold in currency reserves. The deputy governor of the CBI is not in control of the exchange rate. All right, Tivan article, quote, the Central Bank of Iraq, the exchange rate cannot be changed, and this is the size of the golden currency reserves, unquote. Tivan says always pay attention to the last few statements when they start off so bold. They always dismiss everything they say once they refer to other authorities. The guy just denounced his own position or ineligibility once he said the ruler has the power to decide when to change the exchange rate. Ask yourself, who is the ruler? Al-Kazimi, Mustafa Gala, Barham Salih, because none of these three have come out and supported any other statements when the exchange rate will be changed. All right, Jeff article, quote, the Central Bank of Iraq, the exchange rate cannot be changed, and this is the size of golden currency reserves. Jeff says the way this all works is before they can approve budget for the whole year of 22, they would have had to change the exchange rate first. The rate has to be positioned and in place before the budget can get approved. Iraq has not done a budget for this year, nor have they adjusted the exchange rate. Now you have number two man at the central bank telling you they have no intentions at this time of adjusting their exchange rate. None of this news you're seeing is truthful right here. All right, Caparoni says a news article came out quoting from the State of Law Coalition that al-Maliki more than likely will be their candidate for prime minister. This is not good. All right, and lastly, from Mountain Goat, let's look at the steps of currency reform playing out. Number one, they completed the banking reforms. Number two, they hooked the banking and financial sector into global financial sector updating technology. Number three, they conduct the reinstatement and the project to delete the zeros. Number four, they can then limit the money supply and the inflation and back most of the dinar with gold. Yes, gold backed and much more than is even required by Basel requirements. Oh, but the dinar is just 1/6 of a penny. Why are they constantly bragging so much? Are they prepping the outside world to get invested in Iraq in the near future?